Coordination's a term we throw around in kind of sport and technique. But do we actually understand it from a fitness perspective, what it means? Well, we've got our definition on here, and I guess that's a decent place to start. And we're going to say it's about movements being smooth. Okay, fine. It's about smoothness and aesthetic quality and accuracy. That all seems to resonate. But what about this? 2 or more body parts put together to perform a motor skill and to do so efficiently, no waste of time or energy. So one of the things to look out for when you look at coordination is it's a multiple movement. Now, I say movement, it could be that the sort of one of the multiple aspects of it could be sort of like your perception, how you see things like that, your hand-eye coordination. But if you look at our hockey example for a second, we've got a performer here who is having to run, obviously with their legs, whilst controlling the stick with their hands, lowering their head and sort of containing their position with their core. That is an excellent example of coordination. Our swimmer is having to throw their shoulders over in the butterfly stroke whilst flipping their legs at the back. Our pole vaulter is pressing the pole into the ground. They're arching their back, they're bending their knees, they're looking over the bar to spot where they've got to go, and they're also trying to kick their legs up so that it doesn't catch the bar at the end. We've got multiple body parts combining to affect this performance. Our rowers, they're pushing backwards with their legs whilst they're pushing the oar, this time forwards. It's a combination movement. And our slalom skier, remember, that's what we would call this particular performance. What they're doing is they're punching the gate out of the way while they go onto the edge of their skis, and they're trying to balance while bending their knees and keeping their core nice and strong. So these are all examples of coordination. Let me just give you a little insight into coordination. You know it when you see it. Now, I don't think that's going to get you. You know it when you see it. I don't think that's going to get you any particular marks in an exam. But well-coordinated movements, the timing, the sequencing, and the aesthetic nature, the look of them seems correct. Now, I just want to throw in a couple of additional examples that are sort of seen as kind of quintessential or really relevant examples here. I would certainly mention things like hand-eye coordination, as well as the examples that I've given, which are kind of multi-limb coordination, for want of a better phrase. So hand-eye coordination. Think about hitting a tennis ball. You know, this example, or the hockey ball for that matter up above, you've got to coordinate your perception, your visual input with what your hands are doing and the racket in this case are doing. So that's a really nice one for you to be considering. Think about in football, what about something like heading a ball? You've got to perceive the ball coming in, you've got to jump, say, potentially you've got to arch your neck and then power your head towards the ball. Lots of different body parts moving together. And I would also say any kind, it's a bit more like the tennis example, any kind of return. Think about returning a serve in badminton and table tennis and tennis, for example, where you've really got to react quickly and move multiple body parts into the correct position to get that ball back in a really quite a small amount of time, leading to efficiency or doing it efficiently. That is our coordination. Hope that helps. Thanks.